Hi guys, this is Alex, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Pottermore. Pottermore from J.K. Rowling. So I'm going to talk to you about Pottermore as an affinity space, but first I want to tell you what an affinity space is. An affinity space is a place, virtual or physical, where an informal learning takes place. According to James Paul Gee, affinity spaces are locations where groups of people are drawn together because of a shared strong interest or engagement in a common activity. So, growing up, my sister and I's shared interest was Harry Potter. Um, I'm going to show you some very nerdy pictures of us. This is me at Harry Potter World. This is my sister at Harry Potter World. She's wearing my shirt that says Gryffindor Quidditch. And this is us going to the premiere of one of the Harry Potter movies. We were probably in high school at the time. So you can see we've both got the scars on our foreheads, and we're decked out in our Harry Potter gear. Here's just a couple more pictures. This was me at the Half-Blood Prince movie. I was probably in high school at the time, and this was just a couple days ago because I taught a lesson about Harry Potter. So, I just wanted you guys to know, like, how deep these kind of things can go, especially with affinity spaces where you're in this group with these different people. So, Pottermore. Since the publication of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on June 26, 1997, the books have found immense popularity, critical acclaim, and commercial success worldwide. You could walk into any classroom, and I guarantee you more than half the class would know what Harry Potter was or who Harry Potter is. They've attracted a wide adult audience as well as the younger readers, and are often considered a cornerstone of modern young adult literature. So, what is Pottermore? Pottermore is a digital publishing, e-commerce, entertainment, and news company from J.K. Rowling, and is a global digital publisher of Harry Potter and the Wizarding World. It offers news, features, and articles, as well as new and previously unreleased writing by J.K. Rowling. The site features Rowling's thoughts, several pages of unpublished text, and a sales resource for e-book and audiobook versions of the 7 Harry Potter novels. So what does this have to do with our classroom, and how can we use it in our classroom? Well, first of all, this is probably the best-selling young adult books of all time. So there's that. So I definitely think, just as an English teacher, it would be good to read these novels. But to use the space itself, it would help our students rethink our classroom by showing us new and innovative ways to think of popular text and why young adult literature. Students have the opportunity to explore the text in a way that they could not do just by reading the story. The illustrations that accompany the text and the extra information can hook students and show them a unique way to view creative writing. Pottermore helps turn students into Potterheads and develop a lifelong love of reading. So if you look on the Pottermore website, you have these really awesome illustrations where you can go through the books. And you can go through these and look through characterization and different things about the characters. So here, this page is things you may not have noticed about Hermione. Now you too can be an insufferable know-it-all. Her name has roots in Greek mythology. So, your students can explore the site and learn all these different things about this character that they normally would not have known. So we'll go back to this. And you don't need a lot of knowledge to start with Pottermore. So you might just need a little bit of background knowledge about the books. But really, once you're sorted into your house, a love of Harry Potter and knowledge of the series will come naturally. When discussing the books and themes, some prior knowledge would be helpful, but the intensive knowledge of the book series will help you in replying to other people and getting involved in group discussions. You really don't need to know much about the Harry Potter universe to get started, however. There's so much content on the website, it will help you become the biggest of Potterheads. The knowledge on the website is dispersed through the different books, countries, and characters. There's no divide between movies and books. Rather, the information is intertwined to create one giant Harry Potter universe. Knowledge of Harry Potter is not the only thing you will need, however, but basic computer skills, a username and password, and some sort of internet device will also be required. Casual participation is the best way to stay engaged with the Pottermore site. Knowledge is passed around on a daily basis, and the creators are always adding new things to check out. J.K. Rowling puts personal writing up all the time, and character fun facts. On the first version of Pottermore, people could learn spells, duel with other users, and brew different potions. Students from different houses could compete with each other for the House Cup by earning house points through dueling and the potion making. However, Pottermore no longer has that chat feature. The best way to stay connected is to go to the Pottermore Instagram page or the Pottermore Twitter account. The Pottermore Instagram page, as you can see, posts different types of content as well. This is Fantastic Beast. This is from the novels. You've got the Cursed Child here. You have the original Harry Potter movies. You've got illustrations. So it's just a great place where people can come and they can look through all these different type things. So here you have a original illustration by J.K. Rowling herself, and you have different people commenting on this. And Pottermore asks a question: was Peeves a poet? And this is a good thing that you could ask your students too. Was Peeves a poet? It's hard to say if his artistic creations were songs, poems, freestyle raps, or just Peeves being Peeves. And I have to agree with Mr. Potter here. Peeves should have been in the movies. We were robbed. And that's a good discussion point that you could use with your students. And here's from the original Harry Potter movie. And then you have I'm not worried, Harry, said Dumbledore. And you can see that they've been reading in the cave. We see that Dumbledore gets afraid. We're reading chapters 25 through 28 with the Wizarding World Book Club. Head to pottermore.com/book club to explore this week's theme. So you have cool interactions like that. So then we go to the Pottermore Twitter page. And here you go. Here's Fantastic Beast. Here's another thing about the different teams for Harry Potter. You've got Gryffindor and Slytherin and Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. And here's this guy again, who's narrating Quidditch Through the Ages. So I don't know if you guys have ever read Quidditch Through the Ages, but that was kind of like the companion book before we had Pottermore, and it is awesome. And here's an awesome little thing that you could share with your classroom as well. Turns out Snape was a pretty good poet. Who knew? So here's poetry in Harry Potter. And this is on the Pottermore site, Pottermore Poetry Corner, praising our favorite Harry Potter poems. So just a great resource that you can share with your students. Instead of doing traditional boring poetry, which I love poetry, but a lot of students think is boring, you can use Harry Potter. I just used I wish it was on here. I wish I could find it. It's not. But the Sorting Hat has a poem at the beginning of the very first novel where he is sorting the students into different houses, and we use that for reading comprehension. So Harry Potter is a great resource just to use in general, but just to have it on Pottermore is a little bit more fun because you get this great little interaction. So leadership is gained through participation and knowledge of the different sites and platforms that are used for comments. Like I said before, it's good to be on a variety of different things for Pottermore, but the actual site is just great in itself because it has so many different things that you can do. I have a couple of quotes here just to close out. And though the site did not bring back the same feelings of excitement from when the books were released, it did add an extra layer to the reading experience. And I have to say that is absolutely true for me. Nothing will replace the books, but this is just a great resource, and it's been very fun to get back into and check out the different things that people are saying about Potter, because I don't think Harry will ever truly die out. I think this is one of those things like Lord of the Rings or Chronicles of Narnia that's just going to stick around forever. And so this last quote here, I think Pottermore has the potential to be a lasting focal point for the Harry Potter brand. I think that the fact that it incorporates new content, a social networking element, and is also the only place people will be able to buy the ebooks will prove to be quite a potent combination. And that quote is from Charlotte Williams, who writes for The Bookseller. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you can use this resource in your classroom and that it's been informative.